Going into the 2022 season, I was excited, one, because it was my senior season, and also because, I knew the kind of team we were going to have, and I knew that we were going to have our ups and downs, but we just had one big team that from the start really cared about each other, so I was just excited, and I knew we had some work to do.
My initial thoughts were, I thought we were going to be an above-average team. I didn't know how good we could be, but after the first couple weeks and the first scrimmage, I knew we had the potential to be great.
Going into the 2022 season, I didn't really think that we would be the team that we came today. We had a lot of work to do, and after some one-on-one time with coaches, I think everybody started to get the memo.
I knew this team would be special after we upset Solon week 2. We had a slow week 1 before that, and then we just came out on fire, and it was a great game.
I realized our team could do something special when our chemistry started getting together and everybody started working together, and it wasn't just one person, it was all 11 guys working together.
Going into the Solon game, I was really nervous. I knew some of the other guys were too, but I had the confidence that we could beat them, and I was excited to play them. And then once we got rolling into that game, I knew we could win.
Going into the Solon game, obviously I was a little nervous, just like every other person on the team. But once we got on the field and the first drive started, I knew that we had a chance to beat them.
I think the win against Solon gave us a lot of confidence, but I think it just showed our team how good we were. Obviously, they were the second best team in the state at the time, and we hadn't beat them for a while, and they were a talented team themselves. But I think it opened up the door to show us, how good we can really be as a football team.
I think our first win against Solon definitely boosted our confidence. We knew we could be a good team, but that made it so that we were really confident going into the next couple of weeks. Even though we had a very tough district, we knew we could overcome it. Some of the team's goals were make it to the Dome, undefeated season, and at first we were all very scared or timid to say we wanted to win that state title, but we slowly reassured ourselves that we could win that state title, and we wrote that up on the board August 1st, and it's been our main goal every day.
The team's goals going into this season were a state title, undefeated season, beat Solon, and just to get better every day in practice and every single game, just to keep growing.
I think there's two big things that go into what makes this team really special for me. The first one is that we have a sort of family and brotherhood on that team that I don't think anybody else has. I could just go down the line and just talk to anybody. I consider everybody on the team my friend, and I'm sure everybody else does too. And everybody just plays for each other, and nobody really tries to stand out or do anything. Nobody's above the program. And that kind of goes into the second thing. We don't have that one star on our team that just stands out every week. We sort of have more of a system put in where it could be anybody's game.
In the first round of the playoffs, we faced Central Dewitt, which we just played 2 weeks earlier. 2 weeks earlier, we beat them 47-0. But at the start of the game, we got off to a slow start, and they ended up getting a touchdown off, I think it was a bad snap. But we stuck together as a team, and we ended up pulling it out 23-9.
So going into the Central Dewitt game, we knew it was going to be a dogfight. We played them 2 weeks prior, and we beat them pretty handily. But we knew that it's a playoff game, so they're going to show up, and that's exactly what they did. First play of the game, they had a scoop and score for a touchdown, and it was really some great adversity for us. But we did a great job of coming back from adversity, facing it, and doing a great job of getting the win.
The initial reaction to having Solon round 2 of playoffs was, first, get through Central DeWitt, can't overlook anyone. And then I was excited to play them again. I knew we could beat them, and that was a fun game.
Going into the Solon game, we knew it was going to be a really tough fight. I mean, they were coming for us since we beat them in week 2 and snapped the streak. So we knew it was going to be really tough. And the conditions were tough, so we had every reason to kind of just lay down for them. But we did a great job facing adversity again with the wet conditions. And we did a great job of getting stops on defense. We shut them out, and we scored a few times, which ended up getting us the win. All right, going into the Humble game, a lot of nerves going. Playing in the Dome. First drive of the game, we got to the end zone, so that eased a lot of nerves. But after that, we got off to a really slow start. We weren't playing very good. We didn't play our best football, but our defense stepped up again, didn't allow a touchdown. It was pretty awesome to watch them ball out, and we ended up getting the dub, which all matters.
We got off to a slow start. It probably wasn't our best game, but our defense played well, and we got the job done 14-6, and we were in the championship game. Championship game, we had Harlan. It was a battle. Through the first 3 quarters, we had them on the ropes, but we ended up not being able to pull it off, and they came back and got the win.
Something we worked for the entire year, so it's pretty special to be in that moment. We had quite a bit of adversity with Clark Youngren and myself out, so we just really had to change up the offense. But Henry Ryan came in and did a great job at quarterback, left it all on the field, and really all of our guys did. So it's pretty special to watch from sitting on the sidelines. We didn't get the win, but we put up a great effort against a really good team with some great athletes. So it's pretty special to be in that moment, and we're pretty proud of being the state runner-up.